Is there any breakdown worth doing, or you just say it was a tough night? How did you do it?
I mean, obviously a tough night. Felt like they were very aggressive and got after me. I'll have a lot to look at, and I got them again in probably 10 days. So that's how I'm looking at it. Is I'll get my chance to change the narrative there.
Is that one of those outings where things don't go right, or is there things along the way you're like, all right, I know what I need to correct?
I mean, it was just. It was one of those weird days. I felt like even my outs were, kind of hard hit, but, maybe it's just mixing the game plan a little and changing things up and, just going from there.
Is there a fine line, too, where you're trying to give them outs, give them innings, too? You're trying to stay in as long as you can?
Yeah, 100%. I think as a starter, when, things don't go your way early, your biggest goal is to go deep and, save the pen. And kind of, that was the goal, I think, after I'd given up 5, just go out there and try to go as deep as possible. Unfortunately, didn't do that either. So, tough day. But the bullpen picked me up, and King pitched great, Swanson, and everybody else who came in.
Eric, do you just chalk this one up to execution and flush it?
Yeah, that's what you got to do. I felt like I'd put together a good month and a half or so, and then this one kind of feels like you ruined all that. But yeah, it's on to the next one, whether you pitch good or bad. Got to start preparing for your next start, and in the end, it's 1 of 162, and the next one is going to mean a lot as well.
You said you pointed out you'll see these guys again in 10 days or so. What will that look like? What will the prep work look like to try and get different results next time?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be taking the time to watch through this game, maybe see maybe where I made mistakes, where I did well, and where I can grow from that. So I think it's about taking some time and going into the video room and dig in there.
The second inning, you had got to 2 strikes on just about everybody. What does it tell you when you're not finishing them off, finishing off the at-bat?
Yeah, I think it's just probably comes down to execution. Just taking the time to be a little more thoughtful with each pitch and be effective. So, yeah, obviously I'd like to put guys away when I get them to 2 strikes.
Eric, there's been a lot of hard contact from both sides in these first 3 games of the series. Is it? It's a challenge, I guess, of pitching under conditions and everything else that's going on out there right now.
Yeah, it's big games. Guys are on their best. Obviously our guys have been great. Everyone's locked in, trying to do their best, and I just didn't do that myself today. So, yeah.